made me think, well, was that the case? Was that he didn't wait till he was formally sacked, unless something had been said to him during the game. And in anger, he sort of went to the dressing room, changed, and got out. Because it seems hard to believe he would just walk away from the players like that without saying anything. So, yeah, he may well have been sacked, told, get your stuff, go. And that's just what he did. But what his
Mm.
next move will be, I don't know.
Wow. I didn't see it coming. I just woke up one morning. It's like Chelsea has sacked their manager. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
Well,
didn't. I
they,
didn't.
they,
I didn't.
they
Yeah.
don't they don't give their people too long, do they? They've had a
No, they don't.
succession of managers, and
No.
yeah, it's a shame, really.
Yeah, it's I mean, they won the FIFA Club World Cup, didn't they? I suppose that's the only highlight of the trophy that he's
Yeah,
won, Enzo Maresca. Everything else is just been it's just been near misses, you know. Well, not near misses because we know Arsenal had a near miss
yeah.
last season, so he didn't have a near miss. But yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was bad at all, to be honest. I just thought, that's Chelsea. They just, sort of just
Yeah,
fluttering the um 1 to 6 top zone anyway, and that's how they finish, and they're quite happy with it. But anyway, but then what do we think about the management? Because all right, the management's changed hands over the years, hasn't it? Because when I remember when the Ukraine conflict started, they
mm.
somebody had to be forcefully removed as the owner.
It was
Um,
Abramovich, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Um,
Abramovich.
yeah,
Yeah, he was
mm.
forcefully removed as the owner, and now is it still in the hands of caretakers? Is it, or somebody officially taking it over?
Yeah. It's in the hands of owners, and I think that the lead owner is Todd Bowley, a
Right,
very rich billionaire from America. I think
right,
he owns a number of NFL clubs and other American league clubs. So this is just another of his interests and investments.
right.
But yeah, he's clearly quite a ruthless man. I guess owners, in a sense, they feel they have to be nowadays. They want success. I mean, he's pumped millions of pounds, probably billions, into the club,
Mm.
and they've not got. Let's face it, they haven't reached the levels that he might have expected his money to produce. So it just seems he will hire and fire pretty quickly. And of course, now they're taking on what's his name, Lewis. I can't think of his surname. He's
Rosner,
been at Strasbourg. He used to play
Rosner,
for them, didn't he?
Rosner,
Yeah, yeah,
Rosner,
Rossini, isn't it? Yeah,
Rosner. Yeah.
he's the next manager. Which, I mean, he's done okay at Strasbourg. I don't think anything special so far. He's relatively young, and that, I don't know. As an outsider, because I don't know all the ins and outs of Chelsea, but that seems a bit of a rash move because he's not kind of a tried and tested manager. And if Todd Bowley and his colleagues, if they don't want to take too much of a chance and have to sack another one in 6 months or less, then you might have thought they would really go for somebody with a pedigree, a good pedigree of achievement. Now, I don't believe it's Leroy, isn't it? Leroy Rossini. I don't believe yet
Yeah.
he's done that. He's obviously quite a good guy, a good footballer he was, and I think he has his Chelsea links. But yeah, it seems a brave move if they really want to get out of this idea of hiring and firing a couple of managers in a season, because that season, because that's really what they're doing. As you say, they won the World Cup, but the Club World Cup. But the only thing against that, if there is anything against it, I don't think it's a particular competition that many of the top clubs want to be in anyway. I think they see it as a bit of an unnecessary extra in the sort of close season in the summer, which can only lead to injuries perhaps for their key players and stuff like that. But you still have to say they did good to win it. I mean, I believe Manchester City were also in that competition, weren't they? But again, I don't think at the same time as Chelsea, but I don't think they put in anything like the same amount of stuff of interest into it that Chelsea did. So yeah, it was an achievement, but it's not like winning one of our domestic cups or obviously the Premier League and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. Now, here's a quote from him, Leon Rosinio. I want us to play high tempo, aggressive front foot football. I want the fans at home to be off their seat in the first 10 minutes and feel like it's wave after wave. Now, what do we make of that from somebody that's never actually managed a Premier League team?
Well, it sounds to me you've got to be careful what you wish for, because if Chelsea had started off a game terribly badly, he could find that thousands are off their seats in the first 10 minutes and the opposition fans are waving to them as they go, which is often happens. But yeah, I can see what he's saying. But yeah, that's a bit of a tall order, isn't it? I mean, if you're trying to say how you want the game to be played, you want it to be exciting football, but and he's giving information, I suppose, as to how he will approach a game. He'll go out determined to win, an attacking style, but maybe you've got to graduate to that once you've seen what you've got, what you're working with, before he can say things like that. But having said that, let's face it, if you and I were fans of Chelsea, a new manager was coming in saying that sort of stuff, I guess we'd be quite pleased. We'd say, yeah, we don't want, a manager who we must not lose. That's our priority. So he's a bit defensive. We want someone who says, yeah, we're gonna win, and you assume, or we try to win, you assume he's also he appreciates the importance of a good goalkeeper and a good defence and midfield. But there's nothing wrong in him saying that. But I think I've long since learned you shouldn't go in all guns blazing about what you're going to do. It's much better to say, this is what I've done. And, in a football sense, over the years,